just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from the desert. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They're going to want to see more of that the rest of the way. 15 yards to begin this one.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
And now third, they only need 2 yards. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line to the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
49-yard line.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation? All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on third down, Mendoza. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On the return, it's Covey, and he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
More to come. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. And this time he won't even get to the line of scrimmage, taken down a couple yards before the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
In motion, Besh. To throw on second down, it is Mendoza. He's got his receiver, and that's Jack Besh. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. And his receivers blanket it. He'll just throw this one away, and it brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try it now with Genty. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 32.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Once again, it's Barkley. into space. Still going. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jake Elliott.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12-play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive, when you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
First down throw for Mendoza. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mendoza. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion, Besh. 3rd and long, and here's Mendoza. This pressure is relentless. They got him again. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Mendoza. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. 3rd down coming up.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Vegas.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That'll bring up 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Mendoza. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his 1st catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw is Mendoza. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
On the handoff, this is Genty. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Mendoza. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Run right up the gut with Genty. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. Throwing is Mendoza. He's got his big tight end, Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
2-point conversion.
Here we go with Genty. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Lots of space past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way.
Touchdown.
70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Eagles 14,
So we are through
Raiders
3.
8.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Mendoza. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They snap it to Mendoza. That's going to be caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Makes the score Raiders 15, Eagles 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Barkley. Not much. Second and long coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Barkley. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. A run with Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
First down and more to the 45. 20. 15. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Out of a gun, Mendoza. He's got his man. That's Besh. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mendoza. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up second down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Mendoza to throw again. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
44-yard line.
To the air again, Mendoza. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.